Okay guys, I gotta be really low key because I really want to go see Jurassic Park and I'm a little tired. So what I gotta do is I gotta hide from my body so that my body doesn't realize that it's going out and then try to sabotage my efforts. So I'm just putting on makeup, you know? I'm just putting on makeup. I'm just telling my body, hey, I'm just putting on some makeup and maybe I won't make it, maybe I will. You know, so no pressure. So, but I gotta hide. That's why I gotta talk really quiet because otherwise it'll find out, and that's not good. Okay, so let's see. I did all my skincare. I'm gonna start with concealer. I'm gonna do my 5-minute face. So 5-minute face powder, a little warm, extra warmth, a little bit. Concealer, powder, brows, and lippy. Okay, so we gotta pretend that we're not doing anything. And you're just here, and you just happen to be in the neighborhood. That's all. You just happen to be in the neighborhood. I gotta get this way. I can't think of a more apt scripture for what we go through all the time. The scripture that says, the body is willing, but the flesh is weak. So true. I know, sorry. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Oh my gosh. It's so true. So true. That's what it's like. It's like, I like to put extra concealer on my nose. I got that from James Charles. I think he also probably deals with really oily skin also. I really think that's a good idea. And then a la Jackie Aina, I'm going to let it set for a little bit and then blend it. But, yeah, that's what it's like. And it's like, I seriously feel like I have to, like, be very covert if I want to get out. I have to be really covert. I just have to, like, make it feel like, oh, you know, I'm just putting on makeup just for fun, you know. That's all I'm doing. So that my body doesn't realize what's really happening. This could be like ASMR, huh? Get ready with me, ASMR. Is there anything so? I'm sure there's something. I just want to kind of deal with the redness here. Okay. Yeah, so we got to be really quiet. So that way the body doesn't know. All right. I like to use my mattifying Garnier micellar water. It's the mattifying one. I probably could have put some of that gorgeous, where is that? I keep forgetting. I love this stuff. I gotta keep it out so I never forget. I absolutely love that stuff. It smells amazing, and I feel like it does help. Although, you know, when you have oily skin, I've tried so many different things. You know, I have every primer that you can think of, and none of them help. I mean, I had the Becca one. I had everything. It just doesn't do it. Where did I put it? Did I put it away? Dang, I'm tired. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. At least at the Cinema Cafe. You know what I did? I know what happened. I ate that doggone toast that had gluten in it. That's probably what's wiping me out. Dang it. But I was hungry. I didn't have any gluten-free bread, and so I was like, I'll just... That's what happens when you're not prepared. So we'll see how it goes. At least at Cinema Cafe, it'll be so relaxing. I won't feel like I have to do much. Okay, powder's next. I'll put a little extra. And let's do the brows. This is usually, I never use this brow shaper. I wonder, maybe I can play with this a little bit. No, don't play with it. Just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do so you can do what you want to do. I think that was a quote from Denzel Washington that I thought was absolutely brilliant. Do, you know, follow the rules. Do those things that you need to do. I'm sorry. Just use this one. So that kind of sort of I wouldn't say break the rules, but within those rules that you can be able to kind of assert yourself. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And get to know, and then there was I think her name was Cindy Black. She had an amazing quote that I love too. She said something like, follow the rules, do them, like say, give yourself plenty of time to do those things, and then break them. And I love that. I love that. I'm hoping I can share my story about having been in a quasi-cult and why I'm still there. That might be an interesting video. Anyway, that's one of the things in my church that I'm hoping to help change. Because I know the rules, I know how everything works, and then when you know how everything works, you can really work the system. You can be really influential. I mean, it could be benevolent, or you could be malevolent. I prefer to be benevolent. I'm using this, I've had this for so long, Wet n Wild Universal Stencil Kit, Ultimate Brow. I don't know if this has a particular color, but that's what it looks like. And I tend to kind of go between these guys. I tend to kind of go a little bit lighter just because I have blonde hair, but I do try to keep it. I need something cool too, cool toned, and I like that this is cool toned because most of the time whenever I get something, it's always so doggone red. Man, my stomach is killing me. I shouldn't have eaten that doggone toast. We'll see how it goes. It's always playing by ear. When you're sick, you never know. One thing I really appreciate about my husband is that he never makes me feel any pressure. It's always, I mean, he loves to take a nap, so he has no problem hanging out in the house. But, you know, if I say, you know what, I just got tired, right before we're about to do something, he'll turn right around for me. I am so blessed to have someone who gets it. I think these are kind of dark, but let's see how it goes. I'll play with it a little bit. That's so important. If you're a caregiver, it's absolutely vital that you never ever put pressure on someone who has a chronic illness. Even if at the very last minute they say, I can't make it. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be flexible. So many times, how many birthdays and holidays that I've missed, get-togethers. But it's so important that if you're a caregiver, you're kind of the representative of the outside world, how the outside world feels about them. And so also, since chronic illness is a lot of related to stress issues, you have to do your absolute best not to cause any more distress or stress. And I know that that's hard, but you've got to do it. Sometimes these people, their lives depend on you, in a sense, to be a calm presence, to be a safe place. And if you could do that, you'll have they have a chance. They have a chance to do better. In fact, if you give them that kind of ability, like I know for me, I never feel any pressure from my husband. And it's so wonderful because then it's like I want to give back. And if I have a little bit of energy, I want to give back to him. And feeling that confidence, it's so wonderful. It's just wonderful to feel that confidence, feel like, okay, I don't have to worry about my caregiver thinking whatever he thinks about me. So I don't have to worry about what anyone else thinks of me, because my caregiver, who's my main person, thinks I'm, the greatest thing since sliced bread, or he has my best interest at heart. He has my back. He defends me. He fights for me, I'm going to do the lip pencil. Something I like to do also when I'm playing with the lip liner is I like to use a tiny concealer brush, and I try to push up the color a little bit just to give it a little bit more real estate. I'm feeling like I'm sweating too. I don't know. It's a really dumb thing to do. But, you know, it's kind of good to know that sometimes if I get tired, I know why. So I'm grateful for that. You know what? I think I want to do more of a mat. What am I going to do? I might start with this and then, I don't know. No, I can't. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm sick. Oh, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like now at least I know, you know what? If I have gluten, I better be prepared for the consequences. They say that 40% of people cannot properly digest gluten. And let me just differentiate what I mean by that. I suspect that when I was watching this thing, Michael Pollan did this special about bread. And he said that the kind of bread that people had back then is totally different from the bread that we have today. So most likely someone who has celiac disease or sensitivity to glutens would probably be able to eat that kind of bread. It's the bread that we have today that's horrible. And in fact, these kinds of sensitivities to gluten didn't happen until they started making the fake bread. Oh, I put too much. So, something else I like to do to get a really nice opaque lip is I'll go over this and I'll really kind of make sure that any blank spaces, whatever is left on this, can go on it. And then ever so slightly pushing it up. Oh, that's cool. Look at the color. I love it. What? I'm a crazy girl. I think I'm going to put the plush gloss on top. Uh-oh, that's really sticky. Oh boy. Oh dear. I'm going to have to put something on it. So I would suggest, you know when you have those really intense liquid lipsticks, get yourself a blush. I mean a gloss to put over it. I think some people use lip balm and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so far so good. I don't think my body knows what's going on, so we'll see how it goes. I feel guilty for using this, but I gotta tell you, I love this stuff. I know they're an evil empire, but I can't help it. Okay, guys, I made it. Woohoo! So here's my outfit. Let's see if I can get a. So this is pretty much all thrifted. How cute is this bag? Everything's thrifted. I gotta work on standing up straight, man. I was noticing in the video, I was like, oh my gosh, I got a hump. Anyway, so it's all thrifted. Look how cute this skirt is. Okay guys, I made it! Not sure about my hair. I gotta kind of play with it a little bit. But I made it! Woohoo! I outsmarted my body.
Bum, bum. Very quiet. See you later.
Check it out. I made it to the movie. I don't know about my hair, but that's okay. I made it to the movie. Yes!